everyone. Today I'm going to do this drawing that we did in class. The question is, what is given? The front view and the auxiliary view of a right cylinder. A starting point O. The instructions is draw according to scale 1 to 1, the given front view, the top view and the left view. So for this drawing, we are going to start with the auxiliary view, which is this one. So I'm going to draw a circle that has a radius of 30. Start by getting my radius of 30. Put my point on that given point O and draw a light construction line. Now, whenever you have a circle, the first thing you should do is divide it in 12 pieces. But as you can see, it says that the cylinder lays against a 45-degree angle. So I'm using the Sabella board, so I'm going to adjust my t-square to a 45-degree angle. But if you have another board, you can just set your t-square down straight and you make use of a 45 triangle. It's important to keep this aligned with your t-square and everything as still as possible, and then you start by getting those two main center lines like this. This is the two main center lines, and then from there on you will use your 30-60 triangle with your 45 and just keep turning the 30-60 around and moving your t-square and triangle and everything together. If you are struggling with it below and see you run out of board, then always just move it up, put the 45 degrees back, and then, but see my t-square is a bit long, so for yours that is just straight will work easier. So for the rest of you, I'm going to use the 45 degrees from the Sabella board by putting it in this groove over here, and then I'm going to make use of only my 30-60 because I already have my 45 degrees, and then I just keep getting all of the sides of my 45 degrees or my 30-60 by moving it around. Now that I have both of those sides, I will just turn it around and just make sure that when you do this, this doesn't happen. Your triangle doesn't go underneath your t-square. Get that one. I already have this one, and this is the last one. And there, I have divided my circle into 12 equal parts. Now I'm going to number it. This is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and so on, and this is 12 as well. Okay, I've got my circle, divided it, and I've got numbered it just to make it a bit easier for me. Now I'm going to get my cylinder. Again, it's against a 45-degree angle, so with the Sabella board I'm going to adjust, put my t-square on in this side of the groove, and then just draw that. Again, if you don't have the Sabella board, you can just use your 45-degree triangle, put it against your t-square, and then bring those lines down. I'm doing all my construction lines except my circle construction lines in blue just to make it easier for you. Okay, get that edge of the circle, bring it down, the other edge of the circle, bring it down, and the middle. Now I have my main points. On this I can get my cylinder by measuring 10 millimeters away and then 10 again to get my XY line with 45 degrees. And this is my 1 XY line. For my cylinder, I'm going to do another construction line just to show where it starts. going to start there, and it has a height of 80 millimeters. So from this I'm going to measure 80 millimeters. And get that other 45 line. Now this is the end of the cylinder. That's going to be dark, and I can do this one dark as well. And then the outside lines like this. And that's the outline of my cylinder. Then I'm going to bring all these points down against a 45-degree angle. So just like this, I'm going to bring all of them down to the edge of the cylinder. There we go. I'm going to number them again. So this was 9, 10 and 8, 11 and 7, 0, 12 and 6, 1 and 5, 2 and 4 and 3. Now I finally, this is the question that was given to me. It's done. I've got those marks. Next part, I need to start by drawing the top view. So again, from the most bottom part of this drawing, I'm going to draw a light construction line and then get my XY line, which is 10 away from the drawing, and the construction line, which is 10 again. So from here I have my other XY line and my construction line that shows where my view is going to start. This is an auxiliary view. So we know that if this is placed like this, it's a circle. But to get this over here, it's not quite going to be a round circle, because we are looking from it from a weird angle. So it's going to be more of an ellipse. To get that point, we need to draw another construction circle. So I take the most far edge of my cylinder and I bring it down. I want to place the auxiliary circle or the construction circle to assist me on the correct place. To do that, I will make, this is the top end, so this will be the end of the circle. So it is a 30 millimeters away to get the center. Again, so I measure 30 millimeters away. There we have 30 millimeters, and then I don't want that circle to be inside my drawing, so I'm going to extend it to the left. And then somewhere on this construction line, I'm just going to make a mark. It should be at least 30 millimeters away from this point. So I just made a mark and made sure that it's 30 millimeters away. My compass is still set to a radius of 30, so I just put my compass down and I draw my other auxiliary view. Again, we have a circle, so if we see a circle and we want to have points, we need to divide that circle into 12 equal parts. This circle is just plain straight down on the page. It isn't against an angle like this top one. So for this one, I'm going to use the Sabella board method again, but I'm going to show the other method first. If you don't have this board, you set your T-square, your ruler, to the top, and then only use your 30-60. Don't use the 45 degrees again like we did on the top one. We are only using the 30-60, and then you can just get your lines, move it around, get that line, move it around, and so on until you have all your lines. Can you see what I did? I already got my main two lines, because usually that's the ones that we forget. Right, the other ones that has the Sabella board, so we are only going to use the 30 and 60. We are not going to use the 45 again this time. I'm going to play, because my circle is on my left, I'm going to place my T-square on my right, just to make it easier for me. And then get my first line. Now I flip my T-square around and I get another line. As you can see, if I place my T-square here, my circle, it doesn't reach my circle. So I'm going to put it at the top of my drawing board, like that. Just make sure that it is straight, that you have both clips and that it touches everywhere. But if you are unsure about that, you can also just set your T-square down and use a 30-60 triangle until you get all of those other lines. I'm going to show you how I got this one. So just place it there. Can you see I have that line? Flip it over. And now I have my 12 equal parts. I'm going to number it again. I started with 0 at the top. So 0, 1, 2, and this is 12. Right, that was easy. For us to get this top view, we need to take, like we did over here, we took all of our points we have here down and extended it into our cylinder. So now we need to take all of these points over as well. I'm just going to do that quickly. I'm taking it all the way through because we need to find this back one as well. But I only work with one side at a time just to make it easier for myself. Otherwise there's going to be a lot of lines and I'm going to get confused. Right, I have these lines over here. But can you see, we are not seeing a circle yet here. To get the circle, we need to take all of these points that the construction lines that we brought down, meets the top side of the cylinder. We need to bring this down. So this is why I'm only using one side at a time, so I can get this circle finished and then I can move on. And there is all my construction lines. Now all I need to do is connect the dots. So I brought 0, I brought over. Where is 0? There is 0. It's brought down, so where those two lines meet. 1, it's brought over. There is 1. 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4, 5, 5, and now this is all I do, is I get all of those marks. Can you see 11? Bring 11 down. So that's all of those points. Now we can actually see a circle. If I look from the top, can you see that I'm going to look? Let me see if I have another color pencil so I can show that better. If I look from the top, I'm going to look straight onto this side. So I know that this side is the top side, so I'm going to see the left side. This is where you can use your flexi curve or your French curve, but I practiced my freehand a lot, so I just like doing it with my freehand, as long as you do it nice and neat. Connect a few dots at a time. And that is why those freehand practices is so important. So now I have one side of my cylinder. I can get the bottom one, so I'm just going to number this again. Okay, I numbered the bottom part. I already took these lines over, so I don't need to do that again. And now I'm going to bring this part over. Okay, and there we have it. Now I just get all those marks again. 0, 0, 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4. This one is a bit short. I should just extend that again. Go. 5 and 6. Okay, so now you can do the inside, but if you look, let me see this. If you look at this bottle and I tilt it like this, can you see the bottom part? No, we only see the first half of this bottle. So I just did the first part because that's the only part that we are going to see, but for your sake I'm going to mark the rest as well. Just going to mark them, but I'm only going to draw in the outside like that, and then with a straight line we connect this part. Let's see if it asks for any hidden detail. No hidden detail is required, but if they asked, this would have been hidden detail. Okay, see it's at the back. That is our main, that's our top view. For the right view, again I need my XY line that goes like this. This is the most right part of the cylinder. I get my XY line by measuring 10 and a 10. And XY, this is what X3, Y3, this was X2 and Y2. Get my construction line. Actually just this part I'm going to do in red, so you can see it clearly, because as I see in class you usually use the wrong place to get your XY lines. So my construction lines, that's 10 millimeters away from my XY line, I'm going to do in red. In red, well now it's purple because of the blue. This is the 10 millimeter spacing away from my XY lines. The XY lines is this dark lines that you see. A lot of you usually draw your 45-degree line wrong, and then you don't understand why it isn't working, because you draw your 45-degree out of this line or out of this line. It should come out of where the XY lines connect, so the dark lines in the middle, that is where your 45-degree lines go. Okay, to make this easier, I'm going to number this as well. This is 0 and 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and on this side as well. Now I'm going to do one line at a time. We are drawing the left view. Yes, we are doing the left view. So again, if I look from the left, can you see? Oh, it is. Let me just show you that. Okay. Can you see then I'm looking again to this side, against this side. This one is going, the cylinder is obstructing the back side of the cylinder. I'm looking onto this side. So it is this side. That's the side that I'm going to see here. I'm going to do one at a time. So I'm going to take point 3 over point 3. Here is point 3. Take point 3 until it meets my XY line, and then I take it straight up, and that is point 3. Now this is a very long process, so I just wanted to show you the one line, what is happening. But what you can do is take all of these, only one side, don't do this side yet, just do the one side. All of these lines, take it over, like that, and then all of these points, remember that we already, but take it over till it meets our 45-degree line, 45, yes, and then when it meets the 45-degree line, take it straight up, when it meets the 45-degree line, take it up. That one already happened, and this one, and this is the last one. So now we just do the same thing again. We follow our numbers. 0 is taken over till it meets the 45-degree line, then it goes up. Where is 0? 0 is on this one. So that's 0 and 12. Next, 1. 45 degrees, take it up. Where's 1? There's 1. 1, 2, take it up. 2, is that, no, that's 12. Where's 2? That's 2. 2, we already did 3. 4, take it over. 4 is somewhere over here. 4, take it up. 5, 6, where's 6? 7, 8, 9, and that. Okay, so 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11. Again, this is the side that we are going to see, because if I look from the left, I'm looking against this view. Oh, that's a sloppy freehand. That's very sloppy. Let me just fix that. Oh, come on. Okay. That's a bit better. Okay. And again, if I look from here, I'm only going to see half of the circle. So let's see, which half is it going to be? 0. Oh, I haven't brought the bottom half over yet. So I'm finished with the top. Bring over this bottom half of the circle. There we go. Connect. Start with 0. 0. 1. 1. 2. 2. 3. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11. Can you see that in this one, the part that we drew dark was 0 to 6. This is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Now, the bottom part that we are going to see is 6 to 12, not 0 to 6 anymore. Again, you can add the hatched lines in there, and we have our outside lines. And there is our top view and our left view. Does it say that we need to name? Show all necessary construction, which is the blue lines, and no hidden detail is required. Well, I added hidden details to help you, but that is the end of this drawing. Thank you for watching, and practice this stuff. You will, the numbering especially, the more you practice it, the easier it will be for you. Thank you.